Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey and the Resolves, and today we're taking a look at an even Feln deck. So I did make one quick change to this. Oh dear, my phone's going off again. Let's get rid of that. So I changed the there's like a 2-3 black hole wall leader. I just changed the Ripknife Assassin. I like this a lot more, like the deadly effects, like the Warcry effect. And as much as I absolutely stand for that card previously, I just think that having this effect is just kind of more my playstyle. So we've changed that, but the rest of it's sort of the same. The idea is just to play Ripknife, not Ripknife. Well, the idea is to play that, but the idea is to play Evenhanded Golem, draw 2, like last chance it, Haunting Scream it, just do whatever we can, just keep drawing through our deck. And I believe some of the earlier versions of this did play, they played Maul, because you drew so many cards that you could find it without it being in your market. And also because you've constantly got Nightfall going, that you're just able to sort of kill your opponent with it as well. It's like as a 6 power deal 10. But I do like this version as well. I got like a lot of really powerful cards. Memory Dredger here, just like bringing stuff back, specifically like Evenhanded Golem. I do kind of prefer Rindra. I think Memory Dredger is probably a little bit cute. I might make that change just because personal preference. I'm not, like, no disrespect to the deck creator here. It's just things that I prefer. But yeah, let's go take this on ladder and see how it performs. Well, we've got the hand that is probably why you play the deck, so I guess we'll keep it. So generally, I'd want to lead with Ripknife Assassin, because then you can get the Warcries earlier. But depending on what opponents are, like maybe they've got like a treachery. We're in the place we get to play it first anyway. Yes, they can't actually do anything about it, can they? I doubt our opponent's just going to do like Royal Decree here, so I'm just going to play Ripknife Assassin. I've seen some decks that are playing, you know, this even strategy and then have like a load of crests in them. But then I feel like maybe you draw too many depleted powers and just end up having like weird turns where you just have 2 turn cycles where you just don't get to do anything impactful. Ah, cool. Our opponent must have unlocked the Oni Wreath playing this. Well, let's just crack in here. It didn't make the cut in any mind. It felt too underwhelming, but like a critical mass of Warcries is kind of nice. I guess we play Evenhanded first. I mean, yeah, it's kind of good actually. Also, yeah, the combo, 2 power draw 2 deal 2. Oh yes, like it. Also kind of nice with like last return after. I've someone like done this deck because I was playing with a deck earlier and played against like an Oni deck that was playing Hojan as well. They were like common cards in Hojan, and I was just very confused. Well, you got the Warcry there, buddy. I now feel pretty silly about. Do we just let it die because we can scream it? Maybe. Sounds good. Double scream. Oh yes. So I can have this like block this. I think that's kind of fine. If it gets torched, that's okay. I like that even through tricks, deadly units can just trade with literally anything. Also, should I probably be small here so you can see the deck? Ooh, there we go. Now that is good deck building. Hojan plus Emerald Coin. Got us. Well, you can have your Warcry. I'm going to get you Trick. Go on, show me. Finest Hour. That's fine. Maybe we could have got away with blocking after all. But we killed their thing, that seems fine. Ooh, okay. Well, I like that. Do we just Haunting Scream and then so opponent's got a fast spell, maybe it's like a torch or like another Finest Hour, but let's get Even-Handed Golem out here. Come on, buddy. Draw some cards. Sudden Schism could be nice soon. Let's attack with these. I could gain like billions of lives here, just like gain 9. Seems kind of cool, but I guess we don't actually need to, so we probably just won't here. And then we'll just like play an honest Even-Handed Golem. we've got an answer to this if we really need it. So if our opponent puts a better weapon on it, but unless our opponent keeps hitting powers. Ugh, bare arms. Okay, are we dead? Okay, so we're not dead. That seems good. Not being dead seems good. So I guess because we're going to play like a 2-power spell on this, so we're not really as far as I'd like to be. So if I had a 6-power, this would be really easy because it's just like, I don't know, kill this, play this, get this done. But now I'm not too sure because in ice ball this, I thought having a power is probably kind of irrelevant. Also, I might give us a trick off this. Oh, they don't. Okay, so it was as simple as that. Was like remove the thing. I thought maybe because it only deals 7, they've got finest out, and they're able to desecrate, we're able to get everything out of the hand. That'd be nice, but there's also a little bit of a risk to that as well. I see they fixed the bug with the permafrosted unit. Nice. We're on the draw against like an absolute hero, but I think we probably need to redraw this. Just like Carnage Scream, Magic Point Instigator. Oh yes, the combo. Also, you notice our rank here is absolutely awful. Absolutely in the bin. So, going to keep this. Hand looks absolutely fantastic. Play our threat. Play our draw 2. But yeah, this is the best thing about new sets, is that I just get to play with like loads of absolute garbage. Also, I'm going to lead with Duskblade. Yeah, don't have power. Because then if Duskblade survives, we've got to draw 2 with Duskblade out, which means we get more Berserks. And Berserk's probably better than 1 Warcry. Potential for like 2 Berserks. Yeah, I think so. So I was playing like, I assume like a sort of temporarily slow control deck. So we could be in trouble. I kind of hope we're not just got like a Royal Decree just like snapped off here. That'd be kind of sad for us. But there's probably no onslaught to it, so. Doggies being a bit excited with themselves. Yeah, so before this gets blown out by like a Defiance, I'm just going to draw 2. There we go. Play our Shadow Sigil so we get to like re-trigger Knight again, but I'm going to attack. Okay, we didn't get Berserked. Well, we didn't get Defianced. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to have to go and tell Dog to be quiet. Okay, so now that's sorted. I don't want to like double trigger Knife. Yeah, I don't want to trigger Nightfall yet. So let's just memory dredge, because if we get to hit with this, going off just making an Evenhanded Golem, just like absolutely overdraw. I'm getting away with it. I actually won't mind to get ice bolted, because then we'd get up to 6 power next turn. Do we overdraw actually if we hit now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe. I probably might have like a Defiance here, which I'm kind of fine with. Yeah, Defiance is fine here. Yep. Oh, I can Haunting Scream this to get back out thing later. That seems great. Let us just make a Vara. It's like Berserk Vara. Oh yes. 10 ball you in a minute. So if our opponent harsh rules here, which seems kind of like the thing you probably want to do, we get to... is it another thing? Okay, so I guess we just try and go for like maximum damage here. Haunting Scream the Vara as well. So now our opponent's got kind of a difficult turn. Oh yes. Get Evenhanded Golem, just like draw deeper into our deck. Oh yes. And last chance to get this Vara back. So this deals 1 point of damage. But yeah. Maybe we could have just gone for the win with Rapid Shot, but I think I'm just going to play Ripknife Assassin for now. I think it seems fine. Because Defiance is like a thing. If we'd have just like gone all in on the Rapid Shot, that could have been pretty awful for us. Okay, so do they have it? Well, I'm going to find out. Okay, so sorry, it's a little bit choppy there, but the dog came back. So, unseal, yeah, that's fine, because that taps our opponent out and then they died, so they rapid shot, so that seems fine. Just rapid shot this. Deal up an extra point anyway with the Nightfall, just because it gives a nice SFX. And yeah, I guess this deck might be a good one. So, I'm not impressed by like Argenport Instigator in this deck, I'll be honest, because it doesn't seem very exciting for point screen. Everything else does. I'm more on Memory Dredger now than I was. Now that I remember, because for some reason I thought that like Scream was free or less. So this is kind of rough in that we could very likely just do nothing, but we're on the draw for Crest. But I think we can afford to go to 6 in this deck, just because we've got a bunch of things that just say draw 2 cards. Or after you've drawn 2 cards, draw 2 cards again. Maybe that's Pledge, because that's like undepleted, but let's get the Feln banner out here. Could be like tokens or something, but kind of unlikely. Drink your Huel, friends. Yeah, so Praxis, could be tokens, could be, I don't know, whatever. Okay, Praxis Pledge, yeah, probably does make sense that it would have been a Pledge deck if, like, there's no premium there. So, I guess we get to make Argenport Instigator, which I'm not sure how good that'll actually be. Also, it's not very good with Haunting Scream. Just like 2 power torch, you deal 1 to me is. Ugh. Well, this is a hand wave like gone to a low amount against this deck. So, do I want the Nightfall, or do I want our opponent to have the Nightfall? I don't think I do, but our opponent might play. So they might play the Gunsmith this turn, and if they do, I want to be able to kill it with Waystone. Well, kill the weapon that they get. I will block it. Oh, you still take a bunch of damage, we'll get to kill our opponent's thing. We've got like no removal in hand, so I'd rather kill that, even though we're just going to play this Vara now. So Vara probably just eats the 1/1 here. Yeah, eats the Glasshopper, that's kind of fine. We don't get to do anything about this Moonstone Vanguard, sadly. Yep, our opponent is going to get to attack here. It's going to be kind of awkward for us to try and do much about this. Unless we get like 2 Varas. Okay, so Evenhanded Golem helps because then we get to play Ripknife Assassin, which does block. Okay, so this is good. I think we just Ice Blast this so our opponent doesn't get to draw another card. Because if they just like torch our Ripknife Assassin, that seems kind of bad for us. Also kind of priced into doing that there, because if we do it there, our opponent, I can't remember why. Yeah, opponent would get to attack if they don't do anything else. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, Derry's going to do some work here. But if that attacks, it's just going to get chumped. I'm kind of fine with that. I might put this here just so we get to draw 2 again, but that's probably incorrect, so I won't do that. I'll just do this. We can chump this one next time, I guess. So, if we Vara again, I probably might this time give us the 1/1. Yeah. So that seems fine. Probably just like maybe don't block this, chump. I'm not too sure. I think we just need to like stay alive. That's all we need to do. And then there's potentially like a turn we can do like, I don't know, Haunting Scream, Rapid Shot, do a bunch of damage. Eclipse Dragon. Ooh. Well, in that case, we need to deal with this somehow. So let's do. I'll probably kill both our things. We get to gain 3, so we only really lose 1. Then the quick draw on this is kind of a nuisance. So let's go Even-Handed Golem. Okay, so that's actually kind of good. So we get to Desecrate this, which isn't perfect because it kind of puts us into pretty close to being like in torch killer's range. But I think it's what we needed to do. It's a little bit slow. But next time we're going to try and gain like a bunch of lives with Vara. Yep, torch that, deal the thing, that's fine. Right, go on. You do your damage. Yeah, 5 of us go to 4. Okay, so this kind of works out for us because we get to Vara our opponent. We just need to miss on a Scorpion now. So Vara, as our opponent makes sacrifice. Okay, so sacrifice, that's kind of good for us. Do we now rapid shot this, or do we play the Memory Dredger? Memory Dredger, it's not really doing too much exciting for us, actually. We can play the two things. I don't really want to play Argenport Instigator, that gets kind of risky. I guess we rapid shot here and then just play Ripknife Assassin. So get to gain 7, go to 11. That should keep us out of burn range for now. Put a decent threat in place, so if our opponent Daria's here, we get to like do something about it. Well, our opponent would need like manipulated power plus Daria. Yep, here's Gunrunner, which I was kind of concerned with. Is going to trade with our thing, but at least we don't take additional points of damage if it had been Instigator. It's just the 3. Already done our thing, so. Okay, so Evenhanded Golem's a great place to start, but things are going to be more expensive. So Memory Dredger plus Hornet Scream. So I'm going to Hornet Scream just to kill the weapon. We've already got one that's got flying in charge, so I will do it with this one instead. Probably to choose to sacrifice. I doubt they will. Oh, they will. Cool. Well, now I feel a bit more even there because we've got to kill that thing, gain some lives. Last chance is actually kind of fine because the 2 additional cost is going to be covered. Like, because it's going to be free, plus 2 on top of the 4 means we can still play our Vara and attack with it next turn. But next turn I might just play like 2 things. Yes, Callus is rough here, especially because it's got a quick draw. Yeah, this is absurd. So we've taken 9. Our opponent's got Torch, we're dead, but if our opponent had Torch, you know, we're going to be dead for a while. Yeah, this is quite the combo. I don't want to play this because then we die. Yeah, I think we've had enough. I don't really see a way out here because we can deal like an additional 8 points, but that's just not enough. Also, our opponent just like blocks, but yeah. That's the next game, I think. I'm still kind of impressed with this deck though, despite like the rough start we had there. Also, just started playing Dauntless. That's a fun game, I'll tell you. So, Sudden Schism with Ripknife Assassin, probably not the combo we're looking for, so I think we can redraw this, do a little bit better. This seems fine. Got like a bunch of aggressive things. Also, we get to remove like the first threat our opponent makes that matters, which there's going to be too many things because we've got like Ripknife Assassins and like big boys here. We do kind of need to draw. Okay, so Shugo, maybe our opponent's playing like Onis or something. Drawing the power's good. I think that drawing power's kind of important. Oh, they're playing like Ricano. In that case, because I don't know if our opponent's going to... Do we just kill this? I don't think we do. We have to like kill what the payoff is, so unfortunately we don't get to kill something like an Amelie. But if it's just Siditi, we get to kill this and then kill Siditi. Our opponent gets the... Actually, no. Our opponent has to attack with this. We have to layer it in. If our opponent attacked with this, we wouldn't block because then we could kill Siditi and keep attacking our opponent. Yeah, I think that's better. So I would attack here. Like, I want my Warcry. Maybe I should have played the Argenport Instigator first, but be able to play rapid shots kind of good if they double block for whatever reason, but I don't think they would. So let's play Instigator. I don't think we quite need to draw cards with Evenhanded Golem quite yet. Give us what they got. Okay, so they're playing like Minotaur Platemaker. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to kill this because it's a nuisance. Play the Insignia first. I'll get our additional point of damage here. As we could potentially just attack with both, and then if our opponent blocks like unwisely, we get to do a rapid shot. So I care about this somewhat. I think killing that's more important, and then we get to... Yeah, so we take 2, but our opponent's going to take like 4 here. Yeah, that seems good. We're going to reload next turn with Evenhanded Golem. This card's actually really powerful. I thought, is this card worth putting in your deck? Like, how's that like? The card you get. I mean, it's a good card and it should probably see more play than it does. But I feel like it'll hurt us less than our opponent. So it's like, make all things even, just play the old 4-4 here. Also, my haircut is well too short. But uh-oh, this guy. Yeah, no blocks. So, we've got 3, 6, 8, a +2 off the Ice Bolt. Just kill this. Might draw a Haunting Scream, I guess. Oh yes, we're gonna get to do it with Rindra. Nightfall lethal is best lethal. So our opponent just like grits off the top or something. Grit into like Harsh Rule. Well, yeah, it's also like an old Scream deck. Let's redraw that though. I'm actually really enjoying this format. Yeah, let's keep this. I feel like I've done quite a lot of videos already, like for like the length of time this has actually been out. Also, I love doing that. Oh, Yetis. Oh no. This might be a rough one. But, you know, we've got like good blockers plus lifesteal units and like draws. Could be awkward because everything in our deck's like even, which means that there's going to be turns where we're just going to be underpowered for the turn. Oh, actual Yetis. Okay. We're okay then. Well, let's play Ripknife this turn then. So opponent kind of has to attack into it. I mean, they get to kill it with Snowball, so we kill the 1/5 plus the Snowball kills this, but it's traded 1 for 1. This gets kind of spooky later on. So interesting how opponent's playing Crests, but actually let's kill this. Because then our opponent doesn't get to use Snowball in like any meaningful way. That seems good. So this is a turn where I'm probably not going to play... Yeah, let's play Evenhanded Golem. Oh yes, get to play Crest going off. So what have we got? Another Evenhanded Golem. Yeah, snap to the top. Our next turn is probably not going to be Evenhanded Golem Argenport Instigator. This turn will be block this though. Could be a trick? No, okay. Well, it took damage, but I'm kind of fine with that. Let's keep things even. This is relevant, by the way, like just keeping things like the same, but I just like doing it for the aesthetic. But now this is kind of awkward for our opponent because, I mean, they have to attack here because their unit's got Reckless, but do we block? Because if they play Power now, that's representing like Sugar Standard. Unfortunately, you don't see the transform animation in hand because that'd really be spooky. Okay, Howling Peak Smuggler. Maybe it's going to get like an Ice Blast. Maybe it gets like a Permafrost. Ice Blast is probably in the main though. They're not going to give out that. There's no possible way that this gets like Quick Draw. Has to be like, I don't know, something that deals 4 damage. Can't possibly have got away with that. Well, we're attacking because blocking's for nerds. Is it playing number boy? I don't know. Let's play Evenhanded Golem, see what we draw. I'm not going to give our opponent another draw there. Just going to play this nonsense. Next turn we can have Nightfall if we want it to get more lifesteal. I think we probably will do though. I wonder what our opponent got. Like, maybe it's not big and splashy. Oh, maybe it's the 5-drop with shift that exhausts a unit. Players can't gain life. Maybe it's obliterate. I suppose like hovering over Rindra, so it's something to do with like this unit. Oh yes, I could do the old sudden schism to get you with like blocks to have trample. Let's just do this. I'm wasting a Nightfall, but I'm kind of fine with this. Yeah, go on. Show me what you got. Burn them all. Deal 6. Let's sudden schism. Mostly it was just doing that for style points. It probably wasn't actually correct, but I'm going to kill that. We've got like an abundance of, well, not got quite an abundance, but we've got a lot of health, and we've got a second removal spell if our opponent plays like, I know, Wump or Fudrock, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah. Turns out Rindras are good against decks with like small burn spells. Okay, so we're going to make this last one. Yeah, it's a redraw. I do kind of like it because we get to trigger the Nightfall, but rats. This hand kind of stinks. It's like a worse version of the original hand, but I don't want to go to 6. Even though we do have even-handed Golem, going to 6 gives us a better chance of finding it. I think that just having raw cards is still kind of important. Feln Insignia, no. I just want to find like more units. Especially just to make the Sudden Schism good. I want to get something like a Vara. Ideally would have this like to counter a removal spell. Okay, it's playing Pledge, maybe. Well, High Screen Vara can get tedious properly quickly as well. Like if your opponent like doesn't sacrifice the first time and then it's getting close to like you should probably be sacrificing here. So I'm attacking here, but our opponent's not got like a 3-drop charge unit. Ah, friend of the show. They do have a charge 3-drop. Well. Probably could have played around that, but I was thinking it was like, I was like, oh, they're not going to hit me with Sakalis. Well, liability. Well, let's attack here first. So now we probably need to do our attacks before we play Evenhanded Golem, because drawing 2 before attacks could be kind of rough. Yeah, that's kind of good for us. Got to kill opponent's threat. I'm happy with that. I guess Praxis is going to have like a really hard time dealing with like a 5/6 deadly lifesteal. But also we get to Sudden Schism, which is, oh yes. It's kind of rough that if we draw our thing now, I'm just like going to do this. Go on, block me. This used to cost 1. So you'd be able to like do it plus develop your board. Also, we're playing like the even decks, we kind of can still. Go on, you coward. Yeah, I got you. Up. So this is risky because we might hit Scorpions. So we do hit 1, hit 2, hit 3. Get out of here. Well, at least we got like some damage in play because of the Instigator. Haunting Screen? Nothing. Well. I'm kind of torn here because like I want a Sudden Schism like Even-handed Golem just because I'm greedy and want to draw more cards, but also I kind of want to get more Varas, but I guess Vara they're just like sack a 1/1. Guess we'll just do this. Well, we've got a flyer coming, so we've got that going for us. Also, it's kind of awkward for our opponent to attack into because we're going to trade, like, no matter what. Also, I'm probably going to make some bad trades into these. So they really want to do attack. I thought they wasn't sure because they like unclicked everything. But yeah, it's fine by me. I'll make my blocks. Yeah, you draw your card, so it's too late now. So block that, block that, that. I think we're just going to get rid of this. It's kind of a liability at this point. And then it shouldn't be that many like scorpions left. Heart of the Vault rats. Must be choosing. Maybe they try and hit our Vara because they could hit Torch. Yeah. Also, I don't really mind people. Well, I actually kind of like it when people pop in whilst I'm playing just to say hi. Sometimes, especially if you grind, it can get a little bit like just having like some other interaction there kind of breaks up quite a lot. I say just as they leave, don't feel bad for leaving. Some point just disconnected. There's been a lot of bugs recently. Oh, okay, maybe they just like had a hard decision. Yeah, but there've been a lot of bugs recently, so that could have been along the lines of what happened. So can we kill our opponent? Maybe. Let's see. So opponent's got an interactive spell here, which is interesting. So maybe they actually drew Torch after all. So I'm just going to get Evenhanded up. Yep, Scorpion's fine. That must be the last one now. So I guess if we draw a Rapid Shot, we can't really go for it on Evenhanded Golem because I'm pretty sure our opponent's got like a Torch or something sort of along those lines that they must have drawn with the Heart of the Vault. So yeah, riveting gameplay. I know that our opponents must be on a tablet or something. Well, also, our tablet's kind of running out. Yeah, so we've got Duskblade as well, which is like another point of damage. So, have we got a Vara in here? We've not. But we can have one next turn. And that'll potentially kill our opponent. So let's just attack here. I want perhaps is tempted to Torch here. But yeah, I like it, especially when I was going for like actually grinding into the top 100 and staying there. It was kind of nice because if you made the mistake of playing and not just like camping, you had to play quite a lot to stay up there. Could play Rindra because this will draw us further in. And it'll beat these, but I think it's probably Memory Dredger. This is kind of looser against Sandstorm Titan, but my opponent's not great. We're going off. But yeah, it was nice just to like discuss with other players like what they were playing and how they were keeping in the top. Yeah, it was kind of nice. But I do usually play with multiple screens when I'm playing Eternal, but when you want to play properly, you kind of want to focus on like the actual game. So usually don't have like Netflix in another screen at that point. Just go on Spotify, jam some music on. So opponent seems to be having like some real connection problems here because this can't be BM because they're not in a position with losing here. They've got like a million cards in hand. They've got a decent board. Like definitely got some interactive spells. So it's probably just like one of the bugs. But I guess the game's getting really big now, so it's sort of like it's going to be like a server issue. There's a lot of like weird corner cases that were never really discovered before. Like I know that with now, well not now because it's been fixed, but if you gain 99 life and 999 armor, you can actually go above the limit, which was wild really. So I've got Flying Charge unit in there. I think we just play it safe. Like this could be like a sandstorm would absolutely blow me out. Yep, so we get to play an Evenhanded Golem. I'm going to play the non-flyer because we can get the one back anyway. Okay, so we're up to 8, so this is good. So I can actually just play like a bunch of stuff. So Instigator, Ripknife, and Memory Dredger. And then we've got 1 point of burn we can do. 2 points if you really need it. So if we only hit with one of these. But we are going to try and like make a even-handed golem next turn. So maybe it'll draw us into like... Yeah, opponent appears to have like just absolutely disconnected. But not enough that they explode. Seems weird. But yeah, even-handed becomes even-handed. Maybe we can find like a rapid shot just to absolutely put the game away, but I guess not. Yeah, it seems enough. Yeah, well, unfortunately the last game wasn't very interesting. It could have been, but rather than putting that down to BM, I'm going to assume, like, I'm probably at reasonable rank, that they're not wasting time, just like just not playing the game. Okay, so despite the last game being rather odd, I was evenly impressed by this deck. I would play this again. So the original list, I made a couple of tweaks to, nothing huge, but basically just made some changes to some numbers. I really like Rindra. Memory Dredger actually really proved its worth in this deck though, and I would probably put that back to 4. I'd probably play Ripknife Assassins still. I can see why you'd play Black Hole War Lead, because when you join so many cards, you're going to get loads of value off it. But I just kind of prefer the Warcry off the Ripknife Assassin. I know that like War Leader can snowball, and when it first came out, I actually preferred playing that. But yeah, I think that Ripknife Assassin is perhaps my pet card on the opposite side of that. But yeah, this deck's good. You can play a bit of actually kind of quite cheap. Is that there's one legend card? Yeah, there's like one legend. Like some rares. Vara's not really a legend because it comes from a campaign. So it's actually kind of cheap to build as well, which has always been something that Feln tempo decks have had, which is just like you can build a deck for dead cheap because it's all cheap interaction and just like 2-drops and putting them back into play millions of times. But yeah, this deck is sweet. So thanks for watching. That resolves, and I'll see you in a couple of days.